Hello. There was a question sent to me today about the Bagua drills that we've been doing. The question was, do we always start a turn in the circle with our inside foot forward and the outside foot backwards, or does it depend on what we're doing? The short answer is it entirely depends on what we're doing, but I didn't think it was helpful just to give that answer. I thought it would be a little bit more helpful just to give you a bit of a demonstration and show you what it's all about. If we look at the footwork with what we have got here with the circle, this is the center of my circle. I will be walking around it. The most straightforward way in which to do the turn is actually with the outside leg forward, and then all you would do from here is turn the toes and then turn the other toes out. It's the most simple shift. So whatever you're doing with the hands, I'm going to keep them low for the time being so as not to complicate the situation. When you come around, if you're just practicing the stepping, bringing this outside foot from this position to turn the toes in, turn the other foot out, that is how we would do that. For the sake of our own practice at the moment, it's quite nice to, if you like, elaborate on that little bit so that when we are coming around, you still end up, if you like, with the inside foot forward, and rather than stepping and then turning the toes, all we're doing is turning the toes with the step and coming around. So if I do it in this direction, we're coming through. For the time being, I'm not counting the steps, but if I do it one more time from here, coming around with that step, okay? If I do it here, coming around with that step. So it's not really any different either way. It just depends on what you are doing then with the upper body, because if I end up here and I'm doing some kind of movement with the upper body, maybe I need to do it facing this direction first before then doing that turn, okay? If I have my outside leg forward instead. So if I am here doing something over here, then maybe from there, I want to be able to turn this way, okay? Footwork is effectively doing the same thing. I am going to elaborate on this a little bit. When we do the Wudang Bagua, we actually turn slightly differently again. We have looked at this a little bit in class, but I just want to show you. When we do these movements, a lot of the time what we've been doing is we do our steps, we come around. It doesn't matter how many steps you do when you practice, but when we do this, I like to do the 8 steps. We end up doing the first movement with the outside leg forward. We will do a turn to face in the other direction. But then from here, we do another interesting move whereby we take the inside leg, your back leg, we bring it around so that you have your back to the circle, but then we come back to face the same direction again. Okay, let me do that again. So effectively, we start the whole procedure of turning, kind of a more elaborate turn, with this outside leg forward, because we're doing something over here. We then turn the toes to face in the other direction in the circle. Then we take the back leg around so that you have your back to the center of the circle, but then you come back out to face that same direction again. What in effect that does is it then leaves you with your inside leg forward. So then from here, you start the count coming around with the outside leg. Okay? So then when we do this from here to go in the other direction, you will be doing something over here. You turn the front toes in, you turn to face in the other direction, outside leg forward. You bring the back leg around, so your back is to the circle, and then you will turn back out again, inside leg being forward. Okay? I hope you found that useful. If you have any more questions whatsoever, just fire them through to me and I will see what I can do to help out. Thanks very much. See you in the next one.